All right, this is Original Bacon. This is new comic book Wednesday. I'm going to be covering the issues that I got last week, and I'm super excited to share some of these because it's some change ups. A lot of these are new character development for all of the main superheroes, like Thor. Thor is now a woman, and apparently Odin was in an Odin sleep, and so Thor's mother, the All Mother, was in charge of Asgard, and Thor became, after the original Sin series, became unworthy of the hammer Mjolnir, and so Odin awoke. Thor is now going to Midgard to go battle with the Avengers to rid the world of something. And Odin's awake, so he is now in charge of Asgard again. And Thor's mother is apparently the powers being stricken from her, and she didn't do anything wrong, but Odin is being sexist and takes the power of Asgard back. And at the very last moment, when Thor is leaving to go to Midgard to battle with the Avengers, and Odin is going back to Asgard, Thor's mother picks up the hammer, and now she is the god of thunder. I'll be interested to see how this develops. I know Thor eventually gets back, and he's able to pick up Mjolnir again, so we'll see what happens. I'm really excited about this. This is a Scotty Young cover. I collect Scotty Young covers. I really like his art style. It's very Rugratsy a little bit. Maybe eventually I'm going to do a review and show off the covers that I've gotten so far. I've gotten almost all of his covers. And my next issue is another character change. This is the next issue of Spider-Verse. This is really interesting. They changed it into more of a horror story. Peter Parker he has a different name. I forget what his name is, but he has an Uncle Ted, and the girl next door, Mary Jane. But instead, Uncle Ted is abusive and beats up Peter Parker, and Peter Parker likes to experiment on animals in his local community, and so he's a pretty evil little kid, and he's spying and being a peeping Tom on Mary Jane. So all around really creepy. They go to into a place where they experiment on animals, and Mary Jane wants to free the animals. Peter kind of tries to help her, but he grabs a spider, and then the spider ends up biting him, and he gets spider powers, but he mutates into a spider and he figures out that he needs to feed, so he starts feeding on rats and cats, and he finds a child looking for his dog on the side of the road, and he invites him back to the house, and feeding off the kid. And then at one point he captures his uncle, and he starts feeding off his uncle, and he tries to capture Mary Jane, but then Mary Jane gets away, because in the Spider-Verse there is a hunter going through all the universes and killing all the Spider-Men from the Spider-Verse. And so meanwhile, Dr. Octopus as Spider-Man, if you didn't know, Dr. Octopus switched minds with Peter Parker a long time ago, and killed off Peter Parker, but Dr. Octopus was in Peter Parker's mind, and he was acting as Spider-Man. So before Peter Parker came back, Dr. Octopus apparently is in the Spider-Verse, and he's getting all the different Spider-Men together to fight, and he's going to the different universes also and collecting Spider-Man to help him out. And so we're seeing all the different crossovers and what if Spider-Mans, and all the cartoon Spider-Mans. Um, I was looking into one of the issues I got this week, and it looks like the Spider-Man and his Amazing Friends are going to be in the next issue, so I'm really excited to read that. And but the mutated evil Peter Parker looks like he's getting killed at the end of this issue, and then Mary Jane, I have to show you this. Mary Jane, here's where Mary Jane finds out that he's experimenting on his uncle. And there's all the bodies and the cats and stuff everywhere. Pretty creepy. He ends up looking like this. And there's the guy that's hunting all the Spider-Verse people. And here, after Mary Jane gets away, Peter Parker bit her, and she's checking a bite mark, and then some spiders come crawling out of her wound. Really creepy issue. Interesting, but very creepy. Wolverine's death issue. He is dying. This is the 3rd out of 4 issues. Here's a really cool back cover of Wolverine's fist, and his claws are breaking. This is a really interesting issue. I'm not too sure of all the things that are happening. I know Wolverine he doesn't have his healing factor anymore. He goes to Japan to find out who is hunting him, and this guy can take over people's minds. And Kitty Pryde comes to rescue him, but then her mind gets taken over by this ninja guy, and then Wolverine and him end up fighting. He had some kind of serum that, luckily, Wolverine was on his last leg and he was about to die, and he gives him this serum that heals him. And now he's gonna go and try and find out who is paying for Wolverine to in the next issue. Apparently Wolverine's gonna die. Here's the preview for the next issue. Really excited to see how that goes. Apparently, I think the guy who is trying to kill Wolverine, they show a picture of the guy right here, and I think it's Wolverine's grandpa, James Hewitt's grandpa, because at the end of Origin, his grandpa is really angry, and he has that scraggly beard too. He also kind of looks like the bad guy from the Weapon X program. So we'll see what happens next. I'm really excited to see how this goes. I really love the artwork. They're doing a great job. Another change in who is going to be Captain America. Everybody knows it's Falcon. I mean, they've just built this up. This is just like a party. There's like a huge little party leading up to who's going to be Captain America. There's a big old gathering of the Avengers for old Wolverine or old Captain America to tell everybody that this is Captain America now. He lost his super serum, but Carter, his girlfriend, is Agent Carter is staying with him, and see, Falcon is the new Captain America, and Steve Rogers gives him the shield, and everybody wants him to do the Avengers Assemble. Really good issue, and I'm got Annual Injustice number 1, although this is the 2nd season, so this is actually number 2. First story is about Clayface infiltrating the good guys, Gordon and Oracle's hideout, pretending that he was Gordon's wife, and then pretending that he just wanted to get Gordon's attention and say that he was sorry because he killed Gordon's wife. Really sick, twisted thing right there. This is a 2-parter. Then Superman sends the Sinestro and Hal Jordan to go get this ultimate weapon for him. They go through all of these dangers, and Hal Jordan doesn't trust Sinestro. And then when they finally get there, Sinestro destroys the weapon, and Hal Jordan's actually starting to trust Sinestro again, which is bad. Sinestro is a bad guy, so... But we'll see. Everything's kind of topsy-turvy in this series, and I really like Injustice, though. So check that out. If you like DC, this is a really good read. These are my reads that I'm... First off, I found this at Value Village. This is my comic book find for the week, Scarlet. They also had a bunch of other Brian Michael Bendis, which is, I've said, is my favorite author. But there's another. They had a bunch of issues and books by Brian Michael Bendis. This is one of my favorites, Scarlet. It's about a girl who her and her boyfriend are gunned down by a crooked cop in Portland, and it has which is where I'm from, and they have all sorts of pictures from Portland drawn in, and she becomes a cop killer, and they're basically, it's like Gotham. They're trying to, she's trying to start a revolution to get rid of all the crookedness in Portland. So it's a good read. Definitely check it out. These are my reads that I am reading right now. Well, not all of them right now, but Red Son's Superman. This is what if Superman fell to Russia, and basically all the Justice League people are from Russia too. So there's a Russian Batman, a Russian Wonder Woman. It's a really good read. I've been told it's one of the best, but I haven't read it yet. Powers issue 1. I got it signed by Bendis also. Everybody's told me to read this. I really need to get on that. I recently finished the 3rd season of Comic Book Men on Netflix. And so they helped the funeral. They helped George Perez, his wife had a bunch of medical bills after George Perez died, and they sold his collection of comic books, and all of his artwork. And so I loved the artwork, and so I had to look into the Crisis of Infinite Earth. I had never read this before. It's a classic, and I'm really excited to read this. I have all sorts of comic books that I need to be reading. Kingdom Come. I'm not quite sure what this is about, but there's Old Man Superman and Old Man Shazam. And there's like Old Man Batman. There's like Nightwing on the back. I'm really excited to read this. I've been told this is like a must read. Same with the Red Son. And I haven't read Dark Knight, and I haven't read... there's all sorts of stuff. On the Marvel side, Earth X. This is the series that I was talking about where the Avengers are killed by Absorbing Man. Really good series. I guess the Avengers can't be killed if Captain America's here, but Captain America is really cool. Everything's all painted. It looks just really, really cool. Same with Kingdom Come. It's all painted. It looks really great. I have to read these. Even though I'm in grad school and I got to read a lot of textbooks, I want to read all of these. And also, I wanted to share the issues I got today. I will review them in my next video, but here's just to show you. I love the Ultimates, one of my favorite series. This last Things from Another World always does a 50 cents back issue sale, and I bought every single issue of Ultimates for the Ultimate Universe. I didn't buy every single issue because they didn't have them all, but I bought every issue that Things had in all 4 of their locations, like 400 something issues. I'm really super... I love the Ultimate series. It just turns everything around. This is the Ultimates now. This is the Avengers, basically. And now it's like Spider-Man, Cloak and Dagger, Kitty Pryde, and Black Widow, who is actually a clone of Peter Parker. But this whole series is just crazy. I mean, Captain America is dead. Captain America's dead. Thor's in another universe. Iron Man's one of the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards is evil. Johnny Storm's dead. Sue Storm is on the Fantastic Four. I believe Ben Grimm is dead. All sorts of craziness. Definitely a must read if you have a lot of time. There's 600 something issues of it. I got this as a striving teacher. I thought this was a great issue to buy. Alternate cover. This is to a Stomp Out Bowling, and there's Captain America, Hulk, and Spider-Man on the cover with this kid who's looks like he's been really beat up. I really like this cover, and I'm very against bowling. Rocket Raccoon, drawn by Scotty Young. I really like this, and with the success of Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm surprised not more people aren't buying that up like crazy. A new Amazing Spider-Man with Miss Marvel, another interracial superheroes. I'm not quite sure. I believe she's Muslim. First Muslim superhero, I believe, in Marvel. That's really cool. Injustice #1. I can't believe they already started the series up again. I'm really loving Injustice. I can't wait to read this. There's very little superheroes left to stop Superman. So we'll see what's happening. Apparently John Constantine is now entering the fight. And last, this is the new big story that's happening in Marvel right now. Axis. The X-Men and the Avengers are joining up together to battle Red Skull ripped the brain of Charles Xavier out of his brain, and now Red Skull has the powers of Xavier. Something happened to Magneto, and now Red Skull is Onslaught. Some crazy story, and I think I'll be enjoying it because it looks like it's going to be pretty crazy. Look at that. All sorts of crazy super beam things happening all over the place. Let's see if we can find another wide shot here. Here come the Avengers to save the day. Yep, it's going to be really good. Thank you for watching. Sorry it took so long. Have a great day. And check out my further videos. And thank you for watching. It means a lot.